Hello.
Hello, good
Yes,
morning.
good morning, Tanuja. Would you like to say a few words about yourself?
So my name is Tanuja and I hail from Bhopal. And about my profession, I work as a software engineer and also I run a YouTube channel where I post English conversational videos and some English related stuff. And my interest, I love painting, dancing, and traveling. That's pretty much about it.
Okay, nice to hear about you, Tanuja. And I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Reena Sarkar. I'm from Kolkata,
Mhm.
and I recently retired after working for more than 33 years. And I joined this Clapingo to help young working professionals be able to, forge ahead in the workplace in terms of their communication skills.
Great to know about you. So if you don't mind, can ask you
Your
up.
voice is breaking. Can you come again?
If you don't mind, can I ask like
Can I ask, like,
in which field you have worked?
okay, I was in HR, human resource.
Oh, good to know.
Okay. So have you got something lined up for us this morning that you would like to specifically to speak about?
Not really, because today it was bit tiring or a busy day for me. So I did household chores because my mom is not at home, and then I started my office work as well. So after that, suddenly I came here to join this session.
Okay. So what would you be interested to speak about if I were to take the lead? Would you like to learn some phrases or some idioms? Or would you like to talk about a topic like maybe travel or self-improvement or any topic of interest?
I want to learn about some phrasal verb.
Okay. We'll move into some phrases because I've already got a book full of them. And I've been teaching some of the Clapingo learners about it. So we can go into a few of them, and I can also use the chat if you're on your laptop parallelly, so
Hmm.
you can actually store it. Uh,
Yes.
have you heard this
Burn
phrase?
your fingers. Mm, not really, but if I have to
Okay.
guess, so maybe to work hard, maybe?
No,
No?
no, I'm writing you the meaning, and I'll offer you the chance to maybe prepare a sentence with that.
Okay.
Um, on account of okay, and now you go ahead. Here you are. Try to type as fast as I could.
To suffer negative consequences, financial loss on account of an inadvised action,
I'll
ill-advised.
get okay. Now you try to prepare a sentence, and I will also prepare one for you.
If you can tell first, so that I
Okay.
can understand the
Uh,
meaning properly.
okay. I bought some shares from the stock market without doing a proper analysis. And then the shares, the value fell down, and I realized that I had burnt my fingers.
Okay. Um.
Nuksan hona.
Got it. Um. How can I make?
In the same way, you can say, I put money into a business without understanding it. And then the business ran into a loss and I burnt my fingers. Normally, it's used in the financial context that you do
Okay.
something and then you fire, without doing a proper groundwork, without doing a
Hmm.
proper spade work.
Yeah. So like we started our own startup without proper analysis or without knowing the market values, and then we burn our finger after and we losses and we burn our finger.
Yeah, we incurred losses, and I realized that we had burnt our fingers. For talking about the past, so it's a very commonly used phrase because you think about burning your fingers, how painful it can be, right?
Yes,
Yes.
right, right.
Okay, we learned two other words.
Hmm. Cakewalk. It's like easy things.
Yes. So you know
Okay.
this,
Hmm. So, like some people think that learning English is a cakewalk,
but it isn't.
but it is isn't. Yeah,
Okay.
carried away. Um, just something like it take away thing.
No, it is something like you get so excited or emotionally carried away by something that someone says that you actually make a mistake, or without thinking you just go for it. Like I can say, I got so carried away by the lady selling the cosmetics at the counter that I purchased it, no, and later realized that I did not need it. Money, they make you to go for something that you really don't want to, or getting emotionally swayed. Sometimes a woman can also get carried away by a man's compliments. And then you say, oh God, I really misunderstood. He was just trying to be a friend, but I thought something else. It could be in any situation. You get carried away.
Okay.
And normally,
Uh,
even people who do sales talk, no, they are very good at carrying away. We can say we get carried away with their sales pitch or their sales talk.
yeah, especially when some people, they call you about credit card or something, and we carried away, like
Get
we get
carried
into,
away.
yeah, into their talks.
You get carried away by their sales pitch or their sales talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can do, there is still time for another five or six. So let's do it before it's time to. It is better to be safe than sorry.
What is the exact meaning?
That is, it is better to be cautious than to feel, get into trouble later on. I will be telling you that Tanuja, it is better that you do not attend the late night party because it is better to be safe than sorry. Coming home late can have a lot of other implications because of the way the roads are and the way you can get into any trouble on the road, that. So I'm saying, no, no, please be careful, Tanuja. It's better to be safe than sorry. Or even in the financial way, I'll say, don't invest money in that property. It is better to be safe than sorry. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. So before applying our money on certain things, like especially in the share market, so we should be we should be
Cautious.
cautious. So it's better to be safe than sorry.
Good. That was a good one. Another one coming from you.
From the frying pan to the fire. I have heard, but can't recall the exact meaning. Frying pan.
Just think about it. You are already in the frying pan, and then there is fire below. Where would you like to be? In the frying pan or in the fire?
From the
It
frying
means
pan.
simply you can maybe draft a sentence. It means simply you're already in a troublesome situation, and then you go make a choice which makes you go into a situation that is even much more worse than that.
Worse than that. Okay.
Okay, for example, I was working in an organization where the timings were from 10 to 8. not 10 to
Mhm.
6. But I changed my job. And when I realized the new office, the timings they were releasing me from at 10 p.m. in the night, I realized that I had moved from the frying pan to the fire. Monday,
Yeah,
the
nice
situation
one.
is bad, and I'm going into an even worse situation. It happens in life.
Mm-hmm.
And we can here get a couple of more words for us to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Beg to
Beg
differ
to differ.
is to politely disagree. Suppose I say that wearing short dresses invites trouble, but you say that no, it's okay to wear a short dress because it is the fault of the people who look at people who dress up, in a modern way. So you can say, ma'am, I beg to differ. It's okay to wear a short dress if you're comfortable with it. But I'm saying, no, 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 wearing short clothes is something that I do not propagate or I do not like it. So you can say, ma'am, I beg to differ.
Okay, so if can I say like this, if my manager they provided me more work apart from my daily tasks, so I just beg to differ.
No, normally beg to differ is in a conversation. So it is like if they tell you something and suppose they say, Tanuja, we want you to take additional work, then you can politely say, I beg to differ, sir, but I'm already overloaded.
So in this way we can say like politely
Yes.
deny or like
Yeah, politely disagree.
disagree.
Normally it's a disagree. It
Disagree.
will not be
Mhm.
deny, it will be disagree because it's a conversation. In a conversation, you either agree or disagree. Deny is refusing to give something or refusing to do something.
Hmm.
Disagree is can happen in a conversation. You say that, like I may say, no, wearing short dresses, it provokes trouble for you. You can say, I beg to differ. It's not the fault of the ladies, it is the society, the men around. You can give a counter argument over it. I'm just giving an
Means
example.
we are, yeah, we are disagree on that particular sentence that the people
Yes,
are
that
saying like
statement.
so
But
wearing
you can
short dresses
say,
is.
yeah, see, beg to differ is also very commonly used in meetings. It's also used by people in the legal framework because somebody will say, Your Honor, I beg to differ what my opponent is saying because I have these points which I want to use and counteract his points. Simple.
Yes, yes, can use in the meeting also.
Anything else? Uh, you walk in the park. Let's look at one more simple one.
Like the same cakewalk.
Yes, you've already got it. So you've already been practicing a lot. Do you have anything that you would like to share with me?
Mm, yeah, I learned one iron out.
Okay, that means to, get rid of all our differences. Let's sort out our differences.
Like fix small problems.
Yeah,
Okay. Like in my work with I need to iron out some issues, some technical issues.
okay,
And you might have heard this wean off.
yes. See, it comes from a baby being weaned off from the mother's nursing mother. That is slowly, if there is a project which is attached to your project, slowly that project will have to be weaned off and they have to work on their own. If you have a person working under you and he's always depending on you to be providing him, knowledge and supervision, at one point of time, you say you have to be weaned off. You have to work on your own, right?
Right? It's like gradually stopping something.
In this context, yes, this is what I said.
Mhm. Okay. Mm, bottle up.
Bottle up is keep something confined. You want to have an outburst, but it's all bottled up, your emotions, mostly with
Mm,
emotions.
yes, yes. So we can use in this context as well, like if some person is who is kind of who hide their emotions. So
Mm,
can we say like that the person are, or like we can say like that this person is bottled up or
yeah,
something?
his all his emotions are bottled up within him. It can be used. It can be used. So, all ready now for your work, Tanuja?
Yes. Yeah, I need to go back to my work.
Good to know. You work from home?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to go to your office, or you work in a hybrid model.
No, no, now it's completely remote after COVID.
You're liking working from home? I think that's a debatable point. Some
Yeah.
people do and some people don't.
I would say that now I'm accustomed to it because it's very long time. But still, I miss my office days because it has different benefits. Like going to office, we learn a lot. Especially uh, we learn a lot of different things. Like now I'm in sitting in my room, so I'm just connected through virtual calls. And when we have any requirement or work related stuff, then only I'll call to my colleagues or manager that, or when we have meeting. But in office, like you can talk anytime, you can discuss any other projects and another things about another manager and everything. So these things I really miss because I'm a kind of introvert girl. So these things is missing because I'm not going to office, and it's still the same.
Oh, you're an introvert. Well, I'm a full blown extrovert. So I
Oh,
actually missed office a lot because I
mm,
like to be in the midst of people. When the COVID happened and everything changed for us, I really missed being in office. I like the
yes.
office atmosphere. I like being with people. So,
Yeah.
so I think we've come to the end of our session, Tanuja, and it was nice talking to you. And it was a very engaging time that we had together. And I wish you all the best.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time and
Thank
have
you
a
so
great
much.
day. Yeah.
Yes, bye
Bye.
bye.